So win this week in terms of personal finance, definitely not in terms of sneakers, like twofold.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video on Talks with TJ, and let's discuss I'm having a healthy balance right now of wins and losses. So I'll go ahead and talk about the win. It's not sneaker related, but again, life is about more than just sneakers. And yeah, that win is financial, so I guess that's a decent thing. We're still on brand here on the channel. That has to do with me calling to have my credit limit increased on my credit card. Now, why is that important and why does it matter? First off, if you're ever going to use a credit card, please use it responsibly. That means not carrying over a balance, so you're not paying interest for things you've already purchased, consumed, possibly eaten, whatever. I never carry a balance over when it comes to my credit cards. I don't care what the minimum payment ever says. I use a credit card knowing the money is literally sitting there just so I can show a healthy history and use of credit lines that I have open. And as I'm actively paying down my student loan debt, understand those lines of credit that closes. So that will affect the mix of credit that I have to my name. So I actually called to have my credit card limit increase. Now, this is a really great tool for you to utilize, and it's pretty easy for you to help improve your credit score because you're improving the amount of credit that's available to you. It doesn't mean your use of that credit will go up. If you're still spending the same amount of money on a credit card you were as soon as you have the increase for the limit, it just means now you actually will show a lower percentage use of that credit line, which is really good for your score. So call to do that. And it's funny because I didn't necessarily know how. First off, as an adult, we normally put off things that are really, really easy and we put them off, right? Like scheduling a doctor's appointment, we'll put that off. Doing things like this, we'll put that off. I put this off for a minute. It was on my list to do for 2022. Finally decided to call. Shout out to my loan officer because he was just such a gem and very kind and really easy to work with. You're really just applying for credit all over again. So of course they need to know, hey, what's your salary or income? And they didn't even factor in like my 1099. It's just my regular salary for work. What do you pay in rent or mortgage? And from there they'll go ahead and run the credit report, the credit application for you. Or that's as easy as it was for me to run, and it actually doubled my credit limit, which is great. Now, again, I don't intend to spend any more than what I already do. And how I use my credit card, some people can't use it just for gas. And I know gas is a very hot topic right now going on because of how much it costs. I am not someone where that would even benefit me almost just because I barely have to drive. I work from home and everything is within very close distance to me. So yeah, there definitely wouldn't be a whole lot charged if it's based on me putting gas on that card, even with the increase. So that's how I utilize mine. And the credit line, or limit, I should say, just doubled. So win there for me in terms of credit, because I already know my credit score will reflect the fact that another student loan will be paid off relatively soon. So that's the fun reality of how ass backwards our credit system is in the country. Now let's talk about the L's that are sneaker related. You have your standard L's, right? It's funny when people say, must be nice for certain things. Do you know how many L's I take? Just like everyone else. Tons of L's. More importantly, listen, Nike, Jordan brand, lots of L's. And sometimes for the W's I've gotten, I've returned them because we've seen some of the craftsmanship on GS pairs. I'm just kind of beholden sometimes to only being able to get and wear those pairs based on sizing and allocation. Yeah, I take just as many L's, if not more, than a lot of people. Like, trust me, I'll have followers and subscribers I'll see get W's, and I'm just like, listen, I don't have that luck when it comes to a lot of these drops. Certainly not with a lot of collabs. So, for the concepts, you know, it is Air Max month. It's March. I love everything that Concepts has done for this Air Max 1, this pack that they've put out. And took in, you know, L on the first pair. Second pair just dropped on Saturday, March 12th. L there. I have one more try. one more try, and if I don't hit that, I guess it's this universe saying, hey, you need to just go pay a resale, otherwise these were not meant for you. And resale has dropped a little bit on even the mellow pair, so maybe I'll have to go that route. We'll see. But it's March, it's Air Max month. I want just an amazing fire Air Max. So whether it's the Concepts Air Max 1, or if we really do get the 97 Silver Bullet to come back out, I really want that to add to the collection. I have zero intention of wearing the Swarovski crystal pair that I have unless it's a very special occasion. And like, listen, I'm a very chilled, laid back person. My life is not that wild or crazy where there's a whole lot of special occasions that come up to wear a shoe like that. So it's still sitting there on ice outside of the unboxing video that I showed you guys. So I would love to have the Silver Bullet or one of the Concepts Air Max 1s. As of right now, it's still a no. The 12s, I don't know. I'm in just a really weird, I don't know that it's a weird space. Maybe it's just true to how I am right now. My priority when those 12s dropped, it was to go for the Fear of God items I wanted, because that's when the Essence drop happened, not the 12s. Like, it just wasn't. So I can't even answer you anything there. Like, no, I won't have the 12s on the channel. There are so many other channels that will have those 12s for you, so go watch them unbox them. It's also a black and white shoe. Style that however you would any other black and white 12, and I think you'll be good to go. But yeah, I won't have that here on the channel for you. Didn't even go for it, and this is one of those shoes where people were saying, if you really wanted them, you would have got them. People were able to get them on you know, a lot of the apps like 30 minutes after that they dropped. Awesome. I was more focused on Fear of God Essential sweatpants, and those are still available, so if you want to go get those, go get those. But no, I won't have the 12s for you, and I don't know, I just don't feel a whole lot of anything by not having them, which is weird. Like, as soon as I saw they were coming out, I'm like, man, I might want to double up on those. And then once it got to the date, I was like, nah, me trying to get as much fog as I wanted. That was the goal. And also, I will only allocate so much money to certain things while trying to still, again, pay off student debt. So 12s are not happening. Still got money set aside, hopefully to get one of these Air Maxes in the month of March. If that doesn't happen, then, you know, I guess it is what it is. And we'll move along, or I'll buy more Fear of God. We should pretty much know how I operate now. So please sound off. Did you get a W this weekend on the Air Max 1 Concept that dropped on Saturday? And did you get a W on the 12? I am curious. I'm very happy for anybody that got a W on any of those shoes, even though, you know, I didn't even go for one and took an L on one. So as always, though, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.